streets. Hey,
There's blood out here, boy.
guys, ETH is about to eat its own asshole right here.
Yeah. Hey, yo. Say,
ETH,
blood in the
baby.
streets, but I'm doubling down. Rookies panic sell, now they fumble the crown. I weather the storm while they exit too fast. Patience make kings, and the weak never last. No shortcuts, gotta hold through this weather. Discipline
ETH is about to eat it.
They doubt, then they
Just
shout when the
eat
charts
it.
start to rise. Now they
Just
cry on
eat
the
it.
sideline, tears in their eyes. Yeah, final phase, I don't chase. I embrace the way they escape.
Look at that bully about to.
Then regret
Look at that Bollinger Band about to
break when the price of
make its way down, baby. Oh yeah.
Stack your stats, no cap, that's the mantra I preach. Generational wealth, so if you
Ain't got no crypto, it's bad for your health.
play the long game, only strong hands remain. Crypto's not a sprint, it's a marathon of pain.
Why the fuck would you sell that right now?
Cause I wanted to.
We're in the final phase.
Now's the best time to do it.
We're in the final phase. Don't throw it all away. We're in the final phase. Don't throw it all away. Hold on to your faith. The sun is on its way. You're selling way too soon, but the truth is gonna show by the end of the year. Watch the whole world know.
Guys, we are almost $5,000 in profits here. You see right here? We are almost 5,000. We're about to hit 5,000 in profit right now as we speak. As ETH starts falling on its booty hole. You know what I'm saying, guys? Amazing time for trading. This is very much a trader's market here. This is what you call a trader's market, you know. When you get price movement like this, it's amazing. It's amazing. Let me see this real quick. Let's go over here. Knit together. That's right. That's right. Oh yeah, baby. All right, so let's go back to our wonderful, beautiful short on ETH that we just imploded on. We got some good gains the other day, and today was some more sugar on top, and by the looks of it, to me, it looks like we're in for some more. We're in for some more. You know what I'm saying, dog? We about to kill it. Hey. Soon. Yeah, watch it all unfold. Man, we about to kill it, bros. Listen, we about to kill the trading. Okay, if you want to be a good trader, you need to learn the charts, dude. You need to learn how to read a chart, dude. You know what I'm saying? Look at ETH right now. We're losing. Whoa. We're losing our spot here. And if we lose this line right here, this is going to be very good for me and bad for ETH holders. Okay? Good for me, bad for ETH holders. Right? This has been a nice little spot of support, right? Let's blow this up. This has been a really nice area of support, a nice bounce zone is what I like to call it, right? We always bounce from these areas in this trend in the last month, right? We have continuously won that battle. Even here, we didn't even come fully down to it, and we still bounced, came back. Now we're going shooting really hard down, right? So we're gonna have to really see what happens here, because the free fall is crazy. Okay, there's a lot of bets down here. Okay, right here, right here, right here. These guys are all hanging out. Anything above down there in that range, ready to get plowed and taken out. Okay, now do they want to do that today? I don't know. Maybe they'll do it tomorrow. Maybe we will have a little sideline action up to $3,008, and then rejection, right? Because we do have a green line here, a level of resistance, big resistance. Used to be support, but now we just lost the support. Now that support turns into resistance as we come along, right? So we might go sideways here. This is the bullish scenario. The short-term bullish scenario is sideways action back up to a level of resistance up here to test and try to break through. Okay, the bullish scenario here would be trying to break through this orange line right here, okay, which is an old golden pocket. And that makes all the sense in the world. You want to smash through that golden pocket all the way to the 786 and at least correct. And you can see, look, this green line right here, this spider line right here is very important, guys, for ETH in this trading zone, okay? That is our maximum height, if you ask me. This is our zone. This little wedge area is our trading zone, okay? Now, if you were to ask me as a trader, what is this? What am I looking at here? Well, you're at the bottom of the channel, technically. Technically, right? If ETH were to unfist itself, you're at the bottom of a channel that has potential to rise up to the POC or the golden pocket area right here. I didn't mean to call it a POC, but looking at this channel, it does look like the POC right in the middle. Okay, so we'll call that the golden pocket POC area for now. And yeah, it does, you know, in a trader's world, you are at the bottom of the channel. You do deserve to get up there and take a rejection and go down, or get above and go to the green line. But the green line, as you can see, gets shorter and shorter. That needs to tell you something, okay? Because you're looking at a story here of losing, okay? And finally now, you're really at the green line. So the next time you come above here, if you do, once you tap that, I would take the short immediately, okay? Once you tap that green line, take the short immediately. That would be around the 3,351 range, right? Now, what could happen today is the super emergency bear scenario, okay? Which is the straight up moneymaker, fuck you liquidity grab, which means, you know, sometime during the day today, we're going to drop down to the lower level, which is a straight shoot to 2,800, okay? Now, this is a place where I would put a limit order long, okay? This makes sense here, okay, for the bearish scenario. And if you're looking and searching for a long, you got two options. You can try to do a long here, which I wouldn't blame you. I know a lot of pros, even pros, right? Even pros Even pros would take a long right here because it's the trader's mentality. Look, you have one winning trade. Okay, you have another winning trade, another winning trade. This whole area is a winning trade. This area is 1, 2, 3, 4 for 4, dude. So you're not wrong for trying to long this area. In fact, this is any good trader would try to long that area. But if that area fails, I think you can expect ETH to lose that level. And you see these volume candles right here. You see how they're big, long, straight shoot candles? Well, that's what you're going to get over here. Okay? Just like we did here, the gap over here is going to be violent. Okay? So, this is the ETH technical analysis. This is do what will that good for us. What up, B? So this is what I think for ETH so far. Okay. As we go back to ETH on BTCC, guys, this is where I like trading BTCC because I live in the States, and finding, an app to trade on in the States is hard because of KYC requirements, because of fucking regional bounding and blocking and bullshit like that, right? So BTCC solves all that for me, So we have a couple trades out. I took a short on ETH, right? And I really held on to that short because, when you do something like this, it's a clear path of market structure change. Okay, everybody over here was thinking that we were going to pump up, including me. Okay, as soon as I saw this drop, I knew what it was all about, because this is a classic Bart Simpson pattern. Okay, this whole V shape too, this is a Bart Simpson classic pattern. And the way Bart Simpson usually acts is you have this straight edge on the sides, and what tends to happen is the Bart Simpson plays out and you get it on the other side as well. Okay, and usually what happens after that is Bart Simpson, he creates a shoulder. So the other day when I caught my short, from underneath this area, I held on to it because I wanted the retest. I wanted it to come back up and hit its head, because it always happens when you get a drop like this, guys. These fucking scam wicks, dude, like a Bart Simpson, it's going to drop, it's going to accumulate, and it's going to come back up and it's going to hit its head. And at that moment, that's going to be the next highest peak of the short. It's psychology, it's mentality, it's just what happens. It's like, this is the nature of the beast. When you get a drop like that, people come in by the bottom because you always got those sharpshooter fucking longers, right? Trying to scalp it. But it's not going to fully recover. It's going to first hit its head on something. And that first hit, you want to be a part of that, dude, if you have the balls, right? So now my bet is on the higher shoulder. And when I look at the Bollingers, I use the Bollingers to trade, guys. Okay. Now you could see these Bollingers are very, very bearish, super bearish Bollingers, because why? They're hugging the blue line, guys. They're hugging the blue line, and they're not even making it when price action does recover. It's not even making it to the middle average, the moving average. Okay, that is a very bearish signal on the Bollinger Bands. People always ask me, how do you read the Bollinger Bands? Dude, listen, it takes years of Bollinger Band watching and price action to really understand how to read the Bollinger Bands, okay? The Bollinger Bands is a scalper's best friend, okay? It's going to tell you so much about the movement. And if you can mix a little bit of RSI stochastic action, that's going to help. And the stochastic is more for the now reaction, and the regular RSI is for long-term type of reactions, okay? The regular RSI is way more concrete, right? So when I look at this ETH Bollinger Band on the 1 hour, oh my God, I see another drop happening, okay? I see another drop happening for ETH, another level down. And let's go look at the ETH chart right here, dude. Why do I see another level dropping? Even I like to switch back with different confluences. Like on BTCC, I have the 1 hour on the Bollinger Band, okay? Because I like to switch it up like that. You have to, okay? You have to keep your mind fresh. You can't be one-sided with one fucking chart, with one fucking line telling you to think one fucking way. You gotta mix it up, right? Another thing Jason Casper does that I like is he likes to flip the chart. And that's a real honest way to read the chart with yourself. Okay, flipping the chart. Jason, how do you do that fucking trick, you son of a bitch? Why don't you fucking reveal the shortcut or something? You fucking stingy bastard. Never mind. He's not stingy. He gives out like $500 a stream. That's pretty fucking good, right? That's very non-Jewish, if you ask me. I approve that. Now, this channel, we don't do shit like that, bro. Like, because we're not stupid. You know what I'm saying? We're not. Never mind. But I was right, though. I am right. We're not stupid. So, we like reading charts here. Okay, so right now, why do you think this thing is just chilling right here? Because this is how money makers make money. Market makers. We have to hang out here because due to the history of this line, if you're a market maker and you just keep the chart price action right there for a couple hours of the day, you are going to accumulate hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions to potentially billion. I'm not lying, okay? So that's what happens. This is a market making type of environment. They're going to accumulate here before they go up or down, okay? So you could place bets here. Now, what I like to do is after you find out, right? Now you want to go micro. Now you want to zoom in, okay? After you've looked at it, we were looking at it at the daily chart for a long time, and that's good because we're getting the macro consensus, right? Now you want to go down to the 30-minute, okay? Now we want to zoom in and really see what are you guys doing down there, right? 15, the 5, the 3, okay? It's getting technical. And you want to look at market structure as well, okay? Market structure is everything, if you ask me, okay? Now, what do I mean by market structure? This is what I mean by market structure. Everything has structure, angles, lines, and it's on you to push yourself, to push some buttons and create some angles and lines, right? It's on you. And without touching things on the screen, and buttons, you're never going to find out, right? So it's your duty to do that, man. So when we change market structure, what I like to do is start drawing the lines. Start drawing the, what do you call these lines? The spider lines, okay? Start drawing them. Start young. You know what I mean? Here we go. We might have a channel here now. You see what I just did? Do you fucking see what I just did right here? Okay. Now, we don't know for sure. It's not concrete. But I'll tell you what, I've done this many times in my life where the next couple days, this thing just rallies in these borders. Okay. And then these channels collide with other old spider lines that you have. Okay? So, oh, there's my fib. I'm moving around by accident. And that, we have a fib at 2,2700. So check it out. I'm going to leave that there. Okay, because there's a big chance that this possibly, right? What if this bounces, because we kind of are forming a channel here. We bounce and we hit. We hit and we come down and trade this valley only to come down to the bottom channel, to lose that, to hit the white line, to come back up, back into the channel. Bro, I'm telling you, this is how I see things, you know? After many years of just watching things play out, you kind of get a vision, right? And so far, for Bitcoin, I predicted some other shit too. Like, for the last month, it was just following this line I drew, and I was like, holy fuck. You know, and then I started betting the line because it really started following it. And that's what these things do for me sometimes. These spider lines. It's pretty crazy. So now let's zoom out. Okay, and we're looking at here some RSI action, some stochastic action, some RSI action, and it's not looking good at all. It looks so bad. Look at this crossover, right? When you see, like, this is how a scalper and a trader, like, sees this shit. When you see the crossover, dude, like this, anytime on a daily you see this purple, right, crossover, you better reach for that wallet and get ready to fucking short it, dude. I'm telling you, bro, this is like the ultimate, you know, the tips that take years for traders to learn are these little things that you don't fucking know about when the RSI averages cross over. Okay? Look at that. On the day of the crossover. What if you put in a short on the day of the crossover? See you at the crossroads. I'm gonna miss everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you would have, these are the things that should not leave your mind as a chart reader, because this works anywhere, you know. And I learned this trick when I started reading long-term Bitcoin bottom, Bitcoin tops. You get this crossover effect, okay? And when you see it on the daily, right, and this yellow average is at the top, right, and you see the drop off, the crossover, you better understand that the price action on the crossover is going to be huge. Okay, every time it crosses over, it has that huge drop off effect. Okay, like look at this. For instance, the crossover. We go up, and then the blue line crosses down violently. Look at the price action we're talking about. Boom. From 3,100, like $300, $400 movement on ETH. And that's fat. When you can get that kind of hundreds of dollars of movement on ETH is huge. Okay? Those are huge trades. All right? Shit's about to get ugly, if you ask me. Okay? It's about to get ugly. Okay? We're on a path, a highway to hell. Okay? You've been a very bad fucking person. Okay? You've been a piece of shit. I know who you are. Okay? So, ETH is destined, for me, ETH looks destined to go to that white line again. Okay? Because listen, let's look at the reality of everything. Stop being such a fucking, imaginary, stop being such a kid. Okay? You're imagining things right now. You're fucking delusional. You're such a fucking bull. Okay? Stop being a fucking idiot. Look what we're in right now, okay? Look at what we're in. This orange line right here is very important. It's a golden pocket area, dude. We're below the golden pocket, okay? So number one, stop thinking that we're going back to $3,500 or $4,000 or a brand new all-time high. You need to stop thinking like that, because your first battle is the golden pocket. Okay? I hate motherfuckers like you. Your battle right now, you're so like ahead of yourself. You deserve to get smacked across the back, the front, the side. I mean, Jesus. You're thinking about 4,000. You're thinking about Tom Lee 6,000. No, you're right here. You need to think about the Deuce Lee 3,100, bro. Okay? Your first target is this golden pocket area right here at 3,100. Okay? This is the reality of the situation, because we just lost this whole area. Okay? So in order to really be on top, you need to go above this candle. And that's 3,190, 3,200. You need to shoot above it and then come down and rest and bounce off that golden pocket, okay? Right now, I don't think you do that. I don't think you do that until you get the bounce from the white line, though. I think the white line has the power, okay? Because technically, it would be still bullish if it did bounce there. It would be the higher, still a higher high if you're to wick on that white line, okay? But it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. It looks like we're gonna get continuation, and we might trade in between this little channel here and then make our other shoulder, right? Something like this. And then down. Okay. Here we go. We got a 1 hour green candle. Okay. Let's see. Now what can happen here is this can trade sideways across our vertical channel. Okay. You still want to keep in mind of this channel, because once it hits there, once you have this channel in mind, what could happen is it could drop again. And if you're not looking at the channel to see that, you wouldn't even understand that drop. Okay? Because they don't know that there's rails over here of resistance. Look, you lost here. You lost here. Okay? There's a pattern here. You bounce here. maybe you bounce here, okay? See what I'm trying to show you? Does it make sense, or are you fucking dumb? Guys, if you want a nice platform to trade on, I would highly recommend BTCC. No KYC. You can dump in $10,000 per. You can take out $10,000 per day profit with no KYC, no background check, no nothing. If you have crypto already, right? If you have crypto already, you can send your crypto straight from your Solana wallet or any blockchain you're on straight to this account, your account. All it takes is a phone number or an email address to make an account. It's so simple. You don't have to provide your ID or anything like that. And you're off to trading. Okay? And one of the best things that I love about BTCC is not just, making money and all this stuff, but it's about the accessibility. Okay? I'm able to trade not just crypto. I have stocks here, right? On the left, right here, Amazon, right? I have Coinbase. I got Circle. I got Google, right? Robinhood, Meta, Microsoft, MicroStrategy, Netflix, Nvidia. Plantair, whatever that bullshit is. Popmart. Oh, Riot. I read up on that the other day. You got silver. You can chase the silver. And the gold rush. The S&P 500. Right? You got all this shit here. Up for grabs. Okay? So you can be flexible. Right? Look, let's take a look at gold. I want to trade gold. I was looking at silver the other day. Look at these bullies. Like, I want to scalp that. And I need to be a part of gold. Ooh, look at this whole big ass CME gap right here. Is that what they call that? I don't know. Just making shit up now. Too much optimism. Just send it down, please, and thank you. And last time I checked, silver was correcting. Let's go back to silver. Okay. Let's do, we might put some trades in today with silver or gold if we see something nice that pops up, and that would be really fun to do that live on stream, right? Just kind of run through. Silver sitting at $94. Holy fuck. Jesus. My gosh. Should have bought that 87 dip. So the $87 yesterday or a couple days ago, those were good prices. Now, silver. Let's see. Incredible. Silver reminds me of some crypto that ran like virtual coin. This chart, this long-term chart, reminds me of virtual coin, how it's doing this. And actually, if you think about it, guys, this is actually really mellow. Well, hold on. Let me go to the daily chart. Excuse me. Never mind. I was on the 1 hour. Y'all, your boy's wildin'. Hey, your boy's wildin', boy. Now, if you ask me, this is crazy. This is the half pipe, guys. This is the mega ramp half pipe. And wow, this is like a fucking topperoni. I don't know what the fuck to call this, dude. This is getting bubbly, right? Look at this brand new daily candle action right here, sitting at 94. Just blinking red and green. Which way is it going to go? Is it going to come down and recover back down to $90, right? Or maybe down to 87 and create a bigger trading channel. But if you ask me, right, and I'm looking at this daily Bollinger, bro, 9 times out of 10, when I see a gap like this on the Bollinger. 9 times out of 10, these candles fulfill that gap to go chase that Bollinger Band, dude. It is a very, I don't know how to explain it, but as a scalper, when I see that, it shows I always see that for some reason. Okay? Pretty nuts. Now, where do you want to get your next silver investment? It's hard to tell, guys, because silver's on a big momentum rally right now. Starting from January 2026 on the 8th, it is on a big momentum rally. It has taken and gotten liftoff. And it is actually accumulating on another channel above these tops, okay? So, if you're not exposed to silver, your best bet, you're looking for $86 to get into silver, right? And you're looking for silver to find some kind of calmness and bring its wave down. And your best bet to buy silver is actually around $84 or so. Back on the universal trend line of where it's kind of trading at. Pretty wild. Let's go to the 4-hour. What else we got? A 1 week. Dude, this thing is fucking nuts. It's absolutely wild. What a fucking guy. What a fucking guy. Guys, this is absolutely bubbled up. I mean, crazy, dude. This is looking at this is what we were looking for with Bitcoin. You know what I mean? In its last month or two, we were looking for some kind of a euphoric, just wham, straight up action. Never got it. TSM. It's finding a nice 1 week correctional candle here. Looks like we could be making a wave back down to 300. Right? TSM. Taiwan. Whatever the fuck. Let's look at Uber. Uber looks like shit. What else is new? Uber is shit. Now, let's go back to... now, what I like about BTCC is you got your Perpetual Futures Pro. Okay? And this is where you want to trade right here, dude. This is where it's at. Okay? You got Bitcoin. Alright. Now when you trade here, you're gonna see you have an option, and it's called isolated. Okay? And I recommend trading in isolated in any exchange that you can. You don't want to do cross, because once you do cross, then your available balance starts commingling with your live bets, okay, that you have open. And once your bets go into the red area and you go under, now it starts taking away from your balance, okay, when you have it on cross margin. That's why we don't fuck with cross margin in the boardroom. Okay, we don't do that shit unless you know what you're doing. Okay, unless you know what you're doing and you're a veteran and you know all about it, you know the risk, go ahead. If you're new, there's no excuse for you to use cross margin. You need to be using isolated, because now when you're on isolated, you put your bet in, right? And you open the long or whatnot or a short, and now that $500 or whatever, $200 that you put on that long or short is isolated away from your available balance. So when you go in the red, it doesn't take away from your balance, it's isolated. You've commanded the bet to be isolated. When you command it to be cross, you're giving it permission to take away and buffer for your loss with the app to go into your balance, okay, of your wallet and take away your credits. That's not fun. That could be very ugly, and your account, your balance could get wiped out, okay? So, we always practice isolated margin betting here, okay? Only if you're new. That's the way to go. It's the only way I would recommend it to. So, right now, what was crazy though, after I say that, is I did those bets on cross. Because it was late at night, I wasn't even paying attention, and I just had to fucking get the bet in. You know, at that point, when you see something, you see something. Okay. Now here we are with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is looking phenomenal right now, guys, in our favor. Look at the Bollinger Bands. Look at this 1 week candle. Bitcoin looks so fucking bad right now. Why? Because we just created our second wave peak. Okay? And look where the candle is right now. Look at that. That is a 1 week candle. Look at that candle right now. Oh my God, look at where the Bollinger Band is. Guys, we could potentially, in a week or a month, we could potentially be at 77K. And your relief rally could, well, you could probably stick it up your ass if you want to try that, but it's not looking good. The relief rally scenario is looking pretty grim right now, guys. Especially after these last 2 days. And these big fat candles that we're getting, it's looking pretty fucking ugly, dude. Wow. Look at that. Throw it back on the daily. Look at this gap. Is this real? The 15 still looking ugly, guys. Still looking like a downtrend market to me. Okay? Still looking like a downtrend market to me. Funny how the price action went down and the Bollinger Band hit the fucking trend line too. Look at that, dude. Listen, I don't predict this shit. I just draw the lines. And when the lines get tapped, just tells me I'm on them. I'm on their ass. Just tells me I'm on their ass. Okay? Tells me I know what they're cooking. I know what their ingredients are. And I know what it's gonna taste like. Okay. Look at this. These Bollingers are very bearish. Okay. These are downtrending Bollingers. We could get a slight drop off here. Another set going down to chase that blue line right there. At 89, that's another $400 down on BTC. Right? That would be. Right now, we're sitting around $4,900, almost $5,000 profit right now. Okay. Our ETH trade is up $3,200, 376%. We have a Bitcoin Cash short that I did the other night as well, because I just saw it peeking out, and that paid off as well. Nice bonus of $438. And our BTC trade paid off too, with some extra downward movement today. This was sitting at $300 profit the other day. Look at that. Sitting at $300 profit the other day. Now, I put in $400 for the BTC trade on 50x leverage for a short. $400, 50x leverage from the price of 95K. 95,200, right? So think about that price movement from 95 to 89,000. That's around $5,000 worth of price movement. I put $400 on 50x, and right now in that movement, that gave me a 3x of $400 from 95K to 89. Now, the real winner is what I did with ETH. I did the stupidest thing ever that you could ever do. Not quite, but I put out of a scalp order. Okay? I didn't do it here. I did it way back here. On the first drop, I missed the whole drop. I looked at my chart, right? And I saw that we were going to head down to the bottom of this channel. So I immediately put in a quick, very quick scalpy short on ETH on 50x with $868, guys. This is probably the dumbest, but the best thing I've done right now. Okay? Because it paid off. Okay? I held my short because I knew as we were going sideways, this is not probably not over. Okay? We just lost big market structure. Okay? Everyone was thinking we were going to go up. We just went way down. And after a price like that, people try to come in, we accumulate and find resistance. And we found resistance. The minute we found resistance, I knew that I have to hold this just in case. So I held it. When we came back up, it calmed down. And it calmed down even more. And then I got way more calmer as we kept rallying down, dude. Okay? And profits started rising immediately because ETH is a much cheaper coin than Bitcoin. So when you 50x ETH with this amount of money, you are just multiplying profits. You're multiplying profits by inches every movement. Okay? So guys, if ETH goes down to $2,800, this trade could potentially be $5,000 itself. Okay? And that would be a phenomenal week right there. And one thing that I'm learning with money is when you got money, you know, a lot of wiggle room to fuck around. Your fear your fear goes away. And you're able to make more commanding decisions with less fear. It's the fear that stops you from being great. It's the doubt, the self-doubt, the fear, the unknown, the what ifs. But when you see something and you've been doing something for so long, there's no time to be fearful. Just understand it's the fear that stops you from being great. Unfortunately, to extinguish that fear, it takes a lot of money. You know? That's the hard part. Getting the money there. Hey, we hit the $5,000 mark, guys. We're in profit, $5,000. And like I said, I do see this coming down to the Bollinger Band at 29.7. Okay, even further down. And maybe even breaking the band and going even further down to, like I said, that 2,800 level is what I am looking at here. Hey, let's take a look. What do we got here? That 1 hour candle is coming down. Look at that. That 1 hour candle, baby. Ooh, it's trying to catch a bottom over here. Let's look to the left. Yep, we have this top right here. Boom, boom. This whole line right here, exactly where it's at, is a very big support line. And if you break that, well, I think we go down to 2,942 and then to 2,887, and then boom, white line is 2,840. So listen, it's a process, you know. The pump is a process. Even the drop off is a process. Okay. BCH. Let's look at BCH. This is big. I think BCH is topped out, guys. I think BCH is topped out because this is a significant drop, okay? Now, if BCH wants to come back up, well, first of all, you got to deal with the TGME now, number one. That's number one. And then you got this, okay? We've been, finally bounced once and then lost it. Now we're down here. If we come back up, well, now it's big resistance, if you ask me. And then we finally fulfill our big double hump, which is bearish. Now, another thing that can happen is this. BCH could be moving like this. Boom, we come down to this POC section, right, which is the middle of this whole channel, right, the middle. Come up, come down, follow the price action. TGME goes that way, then it curves up, boom, and then we bounce hard, okay? So, market structure is everything to me. Market structure, if you understand visualizing market structure and understand that everything in this world is waves, patterns, and vibrations, I think you'll be a good trader. But BCH is going down to $531. That is my next target for BCH. And moving quickly. Solana. Let's take a look at Solana. Oh my gosh. This thing shit in the bed like BTC. So, isn't this interesting? Isn't this interesting? Look at this. We have these lines coming from up top, down below. Look at this fucking spider line, bro. Look how strong this spider line is right here. So this spider line has one top, two top, 3 lost battles. You finally lost a huge one there. Come back around to accumulate, build a bottom right here. Now you're bouncing. Now you're coming to the strong bottom again. But now what is the problem? Well, the problem is this is resistance now. See, the bullish scenario is you build above and bounce. Okay? Well, now that this has happened in the last couple days, this is why I tell all my people that were bullish that, dude, now you have to zoom in here, and now the fight is here. Okay? From 126 to 138, 140 is the real battle. Okay? You have to build a base above. You have to get back in here. And if you are bullish on Solana, you're trying to buy some right now. This is the zone to get some. Okay? This is the zone. I have a little fractal here of a bullish scenario with Solana. For you fucking delusional fucks, here it is. Right? You know, and it's funny how it is working with all the levels of fib and these spider lines. It's actually confluencing exactly like to the T. And can you imagine if you bought Solana at $120 and it pumps to $1,500? Now that, when you look at it that way, right, that's phenomenal, right? When you look at it like that, in a macro sense, we are at the bottom of the bull channel, okay? Which is a big shard, a shark fin shape, right? And if you think about it, it is a big macro wedge that would break out incredibly in a very symmetrical way where it's just perfect. Okay? Now this is also, if you ask me, a very strange cup with a extended handle, an accumulation handle, with a lot of money ready for Solana to either pump up for that one leg up and bam, right? That is the optimistic Solana case for you Solana bulls. But if you believe in a bear market, well then, my friend, we're looking at a different scenario here. We're looking at a scenario where, yes, you can recover, but you lose this universal bounce zone. Well, that should tell you right there exactly what is going to happen in the next year, 2026, okay? We lose 140, you know what I mean? If we reject from 140, there's no relief rally, okay? There, you can say fuck you to the ETFs, all that stuff. It doesn't matter anymore, okay? Everything's scheduled for a reason, okay? The ETFs are probably put here to make you hold your coins. You got to understand this psychological warfare of money laundering, okay? They know you. They know you have crypto. They know you want it to pump. So what are they going to feed you? Material, because you rely on the material to make decisions. That's a no-no, okay? Don't rely on the material. Rely on the what-ifs. And the what-ifs come from the chart, okay? The what-ifs come from the chart, guys. Battery exhausted? I think so. Oh, it is. Shit. All right, so we're back. Camera's, oh shit, it's about to die too. Okay, so I gotta charge the battery. So yeah, look at Solana, man. I mean, is this a good buy for Solana? Well, technically, listen, if you believe in Solana and you're trying to get exposure, yes, look at where we are. This is historically a humongous bounce zone, universal trend line, and right now we are absolutely accumulating, okay? We are building a basin, a launch pad, okay? Now we can either build and build and build, but this is where your eyes and your balls, not your eyeballs, no, your eyes and separately your balls have to join forces, okay, to make these crazy decisions, okay? Now, the bad part is we are below the universal trend line today, okay? These last 2 days, 3 days are very not so good. Okay, we lost the trend line. Clearly, lost it. We are trying to recover. We are trying to rally back, which can happen. You can rally back. And most likely what's going to happen is you're going to hit your head at 138. Okay, if you're looking to short Solana, 138 could be a good spot. 140. Okay. Now, a Solana bull wants to see exactly what this fractal is doing right now. Okay. A shorter wants to see this price action come up, and you want to enter here for the downward movement. Okay. Now, how far down can we go? Well, I have... Well, number one, how far down can we go? Well, the bottom of the channel, the local channel, is 117. After we lose 117, our next target would be 110. And then after that, we're looking at 106, 105, and then a big wick down here at 95K from the beginning of the year. And I think we are going right back down to that zone. Okay. That is an indicator to me that that is our next target that we need to scrape up liquidity from. Okay. Now, when you make it down there, you're fucked. You're fucked because market structure is completely gone. So If you're already in a short on Solana, it looks amazing right now. It looks amazing. All right, guys, I'm going to